When you think about the Ice Age, you probably conjure images of our planet's deep past.
Or maybe this guy.
But you are almost certainly not thinking about the year 1816, even though it's known as the year without a summer.
On April 5th, 1815, Mount Tambora in modern-day Indonesia began erupting. The explosion was heard more than 1,600 miles away, and ash soon began raining down nearly as far. It came down so heavy that it collapsed homes and floated on the ocean's surface several feet thick. An estimated 10 cubic miles of pyroclastic material, including up to 120 million tons of sulfur, was catapulted into the stratosphere, reducing the size of the volcano by nearly 4,000 feet. More than 10,000 locals were vaporized, as were any plants and animals for miles.
The area around the blast zone was cast into total darkness. Many who were lucky enough to survive the blast later died of starvation. Perhaps as many as 117,000 people on the surrounding islands perished as a result of the eruption. It was the largest and most devastating observed eruption in recorded history.
The jet stream spread the pulverized volcanic debris around the planet. It created an aerosol cloud the size of Australia. The first indication to anyone in Europe that something had happened was lengthy, brilliant pink, purple, and red sunsets. Little did anyone know that the beautiful atmospheric phenomena was actually a harbinger of global calamity.
Because less sunlight could penetrate the atmosphere, temperatures fell worldwide.
Across America, temperatures plummeted from above normal summer heat to near freezing in mere hours. People and their livestock were caught off guard and froze to death in the middle of June. New England was covered in frost and heavy snow throughout the summer, and rivers remained frozen. Adding insult to injury, much of the snow that fell was colored dark and sooty red or brown. Tens of thousands of people fled the eastern seaboard for the Midwest. In Europe, it was a summer of storms and gloomy cold rain. The summer temperatures in Europe were the coldest of any on record between 1766 and 2000. While people were able to manage the new colder temperatures, their crops were not. The extreme cold killed much of the grain and vegetables across the Northern Hemisphere and parts of Western Europe, particularly the British Isles. It kicked off the worst famine of the 19th century in mainland Europe, killing more than 65,000 people. As a result, food prices rose sharply, leading to bloody riots and looting, the worst in Europe since the French Revolution. Summer snows across tropical Taiwan and China, as well as more intense than normal monsoon rains, destroyed crops and initiated a massive famine that brought down the Qing dynasty. The cold temperatures exacerbated diseases like typhus and cholera, which spread from Southeast Europe to India and as far away as Moscow. It wasn't all terrible, however. While vacationing at Lake Geneva, the poets Lord Byron and Percy Bysshe Shelley and his wife Mary Shelley were trapped indoors for weeks on end. Lord Byron proposed a contest to see who could write the scariest story. Mary channeled the dark and the gloom into her first novel, Frankenstein.
And all of that happened as a result of just a few degrees of change in temperature. Kind of makes you reconsider the effects of human-driven climate change, doesn't it? Stay curious, my friends.